All right, so here is what I'm going to be using for plant the seedlings. You can see how big it is. It's a T8 tube LED. It's 18 watts. Here's what it looks like. 18 watts. It costs about $5. If you buy them like 10 at a time, it could be as low as $4. Um, and I'm just gonna set that up like maybe side by side, like three or four of them, and then just put the seedlings under it. I think that'll be fine. I'll probably leave it on 24 hours a day because it's not a strong light, but I could set up a timer. Okay, the big reveal. These are 18-watt LED lights. I've just got them on a piece of stick with some packing tape holding it, and it's just zip tie onto some thick braided fishing line. The zip tie, then I can undo this and I can shorten this up and retwist it so that I can raise these over time as they need to get taller. So I figured 3 is good enough. Each one's 18 watts LED. These are shop lights, and you got to keep them real close. I've got them about like 3 to 3.5 inches from the plants, and this is a temporary setup for seedlings. Really, it's the same on both sides. And I wired them up. I had to take it apart and wire the live and neutral into some like different appliance cords that I just kind of robbed from appliances I found in the trash. I saved those, so I was able to pull the plugs from that and then just cut it off and splice it in and solder it in, and then put some electrical tape over it, and then just wrap it in packing tape so it's not getting budged on. But there's no exposed copper here, so it's totally safe. So yeah, it's not always daytime for the plants. I have to turn this off like 8 hours a day, so I unplug it manually right now. Plants actually need the nighttime no light scenario in order to rest. Otherwise, they try to grow continually and they get tired out. They actually have certain amounts of energy. They can run out of energy, so to speak. So you don't want to have them in lightness at all times. I've read 17 hours on, 7 hours off, or 18 hours on, 6 hours off, or something like that is the standard. So you do want to shut it off. You can have it on longer than normal daylight would be naturally on them, but you don't want it on 24/7. So right now I manually shut it off, but I bought relays where I can use a microcontroller to program it to shut off by a relay. And that's something I have planned to do, but for now manual makes sense because I'm having enough hard time trying to get all the dirt dug up and keep planting more seeds and cuttings. I mean, look at all this. We got seeds and cuttings everywhere. All kinds of cuttings for, most of these are grapevines. So yeah, we're gonna have lots of different cool stuff. Mostly we're doing grapes, I mean, it's everything. Oats, cantaloupe, muskmelon, watermelon, peaches, almonds, peanuts, cranberries, blueberries, kiwis, avocado, carrots, bananas, plums, nectarines, sweet pepper, tomato, broccoli, cauliflower, white rice, all kinds of stuff. So it's a pretty extensive garden. We're going to have that set up, and again right here, got to move these two out of the way, and we're going to reproduce that setup. So this is like my first grow setup for kind of youngins. We're going to switch to the more powerful 160 watt UV reptile lights next for like larger stuff like trees and stuff. And those are going to be set up on a system with a pulley where they move so they can cover a larger area and not overheat anything. And they're super powerful spotlights that I'll have animated by motors and pulleys. So that's going to be a challenging project. For some reason, it seems like when I get into electronics, it just takes a long time for me. I mean, this didn't take long, but I'm talking about like microcontrollers and custom circuitry. Just rigging together some AC is one thing, but yeah. So anyways, that's my lighting setup, and I'm gonna do 3 and 3 since we're near windows, we're right under windows. I think the ambient light in here from outdoors will help bounce around a little bit. So I think 3 is good, but I would prefer 4 or even 5 if I didn't have any ambient light coming from the outdoors. So other parts of the house, I'm going to be using 4 or 5 of these next to each other. You can get these as low as $5 each if you buy like 100 of them at a time. Or if you buy 10 at a time, it's like $6 or $7 each. So it's not too bad. So that's the update. I'll keep filming what I can. All right, peace out.